with Mercedes-Benz of Linden, based here in Utah County, exit 273, just a short jaunt from the Draper area, in between Draper and Provo. What we're looking at today is a beautiful 2014 Mercedes-Benz G-Class. This is the 550, it's a V8. It's 382 horsepower. It's naturally aspirated V8 in the 2014 model year. It's a 5.5 liter V8. It's a beautiful car. You can see we've got some beautiful wheels on the car. Bit of window tint. See, that's a 24-inch rim. Beautiful car. If you notice, every piece of glass on this car is flat. It was designed that way on purpose. That way, when you're out in the Sahara and you need to change a piece of glass, well, you can go to your stock of flat pieces and put it in there without having to worry about finding a curved piece that is most likely not going to be available out in the middle of nowhere. Very stout vehicle. When I pull this door open, very heavy, very stout. Of course, we do have a spare tire on there, but everything about this car is really overbuilt, hand-built in Austria. Beautiful car. Smells good in there. Doesn't smell like it had anybody smoking in it or anything. A few little dings there, scratches as across that threshold there as people pulled luggage out. Note the tow hitch. Interestingly enough, we can tow 7,000 pounds with this vehicle. But just everything solid. Nice big rubber grommet here. The door latches work with the push button there. Nice leather seating. Sunroof there. See that it's not a moonroof, but a solid roof. Note the illuminated door seals. Nice perforated seating. Plenty of lumbar adjustments here. You're going to have heated and ventilated seats. Note here the blind spot assist. Now this vehicle, very interesting vehicle. It's an all-wheel drive vehicle, but it also, you can lock up the differentials, the rear and the front axles to give you just an amazing off-road performance. Now, of course, this is set up to be more of a street thumper, but you can see we've got skid plates here, the crash bar, the brush bar here. Again, everything is just nice and solid, but very capable off-road, but very practical too with the all-wheel drive system. We cruise around in all-wheel drive. It snows. We enjoy that. Can turn off and on the traction control, but very, very practical in that sense. But then when you want to do some real aggressive off-roading, I'll show you where those buttons are as we slide in here. You can see right here that we've got the various lockers for the differential, and then our rear and front lockers as well. Here's our mileage on the vehicle at 29,532. And note here it's saying high range. There's also a button right here for low range. Dual zone climate control here. Some of the access buttons here for shortcuts for our screen. Note up here we've got navigation. You'll have Bluetooth streaming audio, as well as Bluetooth phone and all those kinds of things you would expect in the vehicle. Very easy to use here. If you notice that most of our newer cars here, we've got this screen that's floating. It's very nice, and once you spend a little time in the car, you'll understand why, and that is peripheral vision. So Mercedes is all about safety. It's all about being able to manipulate this over here, because the most important thing is the things over here, right? Driving and keeping the car on the road. These things are kind of not as important, right? So basically we're taking this knob, and it's very easy to control here. And I've got 3 different distinct tiers here, and it's very easy to manipulate everything here. You have drop-down menus and be able to see that out of peripheral vision. So the floating screen is up high and out a little bit, so that now I can look at the road, I can look at my screen out of my peripheral vision. And if I pull back enough, you can kind of see how that might work. Anyway, fun car to drive, super fun to drive. It's, you know, got a short wheelbase. It's going to drive, if you're familiar with Jeep or something like that, like a Wrangler, it's going to drive more like that. Obviously, it's a little more luxurious, and it's got some really cool features with the car. But it really is an off-road, rugged, fun vehicle to own. Anyway, come down, take it for a ride, see what you think, drive it around a little bit. From out of state, or if you're seeing this on various websites out there, give us a call. Any of our sales professionals here would be happy to answer any of your questions regarding this fantastic G Wagon. 801-222-4400 is our direct number here at the dealership. Exit 273. That's in between the Draper and Provo area. Here outside of Salt Lake City, ultimately. We can help facilitate any kind of shipping, answer any of your questions, help you with financing if with our in-house professionals here. Steve Davis has been financing vehicles for our customers for over 20 years, or around 20 years, and he really knows the ins and outs of financing. Don't leave it to the rookies. Let's go with the professionals here, get you the best rates, and get you in this fantastic vehicle here in Linden. I do see a little bit of road wheel rash right there. By xenon headlights, running lights. Again, that's Steve with Mercedes-Benz of Linden. It's been my pleasure to show off this beautiful G Wagon today.